Today we're going to cover a formula, if you will. I'm calling it the magic money formula. And if you follow this, if you do this, you will not have financial issues or financial trouble of any kind. And if you teach your kids to follow this, they will never get into financial difficulties. Now, this right here is a snippet from our new book, Kingdom Money Mastery. All right, this is how many pages we got? This is like 180 pages of next level financial faith teaching you ain't never heard before. And I'm just going to give you a quick little snippet right here that I believe is going to change your life. Now, some of this you've heard before, but I want to show you in light of what this looks like in real life. And don't crucify me in the comments for using the word magic and being a Christian. Get over it. It's just a catchy way to put it. It's the magic money formula. Because if you follow the formula, your money problems just go away. So let's dive right into it. So here's what we do. It's simply this. The magic money formula is known as the 10, 10, 10, 70 rule. Now, again, we dive deeper into this in the book, how to execute it, how to get there. But I'm giving you the gist so you can kind of start working towards this. And all this simply means each 10 stands for 10% and 70, of course, 70%. So there's going to put splitting your money into these different banks or these different pools in this particular order is going to change everything for you. I have implemented this and it has changed my life. I'm telling you, not just my financial life, my whole life. So it goes like this. The first 10% of your money that comes in is you're going to tithe. You're going to tithe 10% of it. You are going to give 10% of your increase of your income to your local church where you are spiritually fed. All right? This is going to activate supernatural blessing on your money. Well, on your life, really, including your money. Malachi 3:10 through 12 talks about this. Proverbs 3:9 and 10, and of course over others. Now, when we tithe, here's what happens. God said this. He said, if you will bring 10% of your income to my house so that my house is taken care of, try me, test me in this, and see if I will not open for you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing far greater than you can even contain. One translation says far greater than all of your needs. One translation says far beyond your wildest dreams. So that's exactly what we need right now is the windows of heaven open above your life. If you've lost your job and your money seems tight and you're saying, Trav, I can't afford to tithe, do not close the windows of heaven above your life right when you need them the most. That is why God said, test me in this. Try me in this. Prove me out in this. It's the only place in the Bible where God says you're allowed to test him. In fact, in other places, it says don't test him in these areas. But in the area of your money, he says, put me to the test. See if I will not open for you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing far beyond your wildest dreams. So, first step we do when our money comes in is we tithe 10%. All right? The second thing that we do is we put 10% into storage. Now, notice I did not say savings accounts. All right? In your mind, I want you to switch savings to storage. This is what I want you to call it from now on. Again, we teach all the details of this inside the book and in the online course that goes with it. But in your mind, you need to mentally switch. Don't call it a savings account anymore. We're going to now call it a storage account. This is going to activate the storehouse principle that is found in Deuteronomy 28. So it says this. It says, God will command the blessing upon you, your storehouse, and all that you undertake. Now, some of you don't have a savings account, which is your storehouse. You don't have a savings account. Therefore, God commanded the blessing on something, but it has nowhere to land. So we're going to give God's blessing somewhere to land. He's trying to bless your storehouse. In other words, go open a savings account. Now, the reason that I switched the name, and again, we teach deeper on this, but so I stopped calling it a savings account and I start calling it a storage account. Literally on my bank's website, you can change the nickname of your accounts. It says storage. The reason being, have you ever dipped into savings? It hurts. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, God, why didn't you provide for me? I wish I wasn't dipping into savings. It feels like I messed up. It feels gross. It's hard. It's painful. Well, it's painful because you've called it a savings account, thinking the goal of it is for you to just save money. But it's not. We're not here to hoard money. All right? Matthew 6 talks about this, and of course the parable of the talents says, do not hoard money. The person who hoarded the money was called wicked, lazy, and slothful. The person who put their money to work was blessed and called well done, good and faithful servant. We want to be good and faithful servants, so we put our money to work. But if we were just saving it for a rainy day or saving it for whatever reason, so you feel good when you look in your bank account, that's not the purpose of it. You're using it incorrectly, and it will not end well for you. All right? So when we call it a storage account, we use our accounts for what it is meant to be used. Stored up money for a later use. That's what money's there for. Store it up for a later use. You're going to use it. So now it's not painful if I dip into savings. Oh, thank you, God. He did provide for you. He just provided for you in advance. Now, dipping into savings doesn't hurt anymore. This is all just mental. Just switch this in your minds. Go and literally do what I did and change it in your online banking system to call it a storage account. All right? That'll change your life right there. Step 3, we are going to invest 10%. Now, let me go back up here. Once you have, I do 6 months. 6 months of expenses saved, I move on. So once I hit 6 months of savings, then I put that 10% down to investing, and you can invest more now. So investing, this is where and how, this is how you build wealth. A lot of people don't do this step because they don't think they can afford to. This is how you do it. All right, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to Amazon and get the book, Richest Man in Babylon. You'll get it right now. I think it's $5. I think it's literally $4.99, something like that, maybe $5.99. Go get it and read it today. It will change your life on how you see money and investing. It's not how you've been thinking. Think about how you've been thinking about investing and why you haven't invested. Okay? You're wrong. That's the incorrect way. Go get that book and you'll see the right way to do it. You can also go back in my YouTube channel and you'll see I did a whole series on the Richest Man in Babylon. Go watch those things. We have to put our money to work for us. It has to. It's the only way to get ahead. All right? You have to set aside money to build wealth. I'll also put a link in the description of my Passive Income Engines program. We teach how to do this and we actually give you things to invest in inside of the program. If you're interested, you can click that link below, watch the video, and see if that's something you would like to join. It's not free. There's a nominal fee in order to get in. But I guarantee you, it is worth it. And once you see all the wealth that is being built inside the program, you will see the nominal fee is a drop in the bucket compared to what you're going to make. So you have to be doing these 3 things. Then we live and give off the remaining 70%. So this magic money formula has to be done in this order. A couple reasons why. If you don't tithe first, you ain't going to tithe. If you don't store up 10%, you ain't going to do it at the end. And if you don't invest 10% right at the top, you definitely are not going to invest in it. That one gets cut pretty quick. Actually, a lot of people cut tithing as soon as money gets tight, which is really the devil's plan and ploy, because at the time you need money the most is when money is tight. That's when you need the windows of heaven open above your life. But if you get in your natural mind and out of faith, you will go and stop tithing and close the windows of heaven. That just basically means, in my mind, the opportunity flow shuts off right when you need it the most. I've been a tither since I was 19. I'm 38 years young at the time of this recording. I've never missed a payment. I've never been late on a payment. We've had the financial freedom. We've done all the amazing stuff. You guys know my story, and I attribute it to becoming a tither back when I was 19. Do it. God says, test me. Then storing up 10%. This is great because this allows you, this will build some buffer. This will build some margin in your life. This is important. And then the investing, like I said, I'm just getting into that the last couple of years, but my goodness, has my life changed and my financial trajectory just over the top because I started setting aside money to invest. Again, go get the book, Richest Man in Babylon. It will change how you see everything. Go back to my other videos on my YouTube channel. Go find the series I did on this and go check it out there. Set aside money to build wealth. We have to be doing this. And then live and give off the remaining 70%. So live and give. So you're also going to be generous out of this account. You're also going to, as things pop up and God directs you to give, to sow, to bless, that's where this is going to come out of. So that's absolutely important that we follow this deal. Now you might be saying, Trav, I can't afford that. I've already messed this thing up. This would have been awesome to know back when I was a kid. So think about this. And the answer is yes, it would have been awesome to know. I wish I would have known it. In fact, I actually got this magic money rule. Other people have taught it to me, but I learned this. My friend's great uncle is a wealthy businessman. He started a major company here in Tulsa. He was one of the founding fathers, if you will, of this company. And he took us out to his private airport, his private hangar, where he had multiple airplanes and cars and toys and motorcycles. And I asked him, what would you teach someone young like me when I was, I think, 19 at the time? And he taught me the 10-10-10-70 rule. I should have probably led with that. It was actually kind of a magic moment, to be honest with you. Great Christian man. Tithe 10, store 10, invest 10, live and give. That's the word he used. Live and give off the remaining 70%. Now, if you're saying, Trav, I've already messed this up. I cannot afford to do this. Like maybe when you get paid, 100% of your money is already eaten up. 95% is already eaten up by bills. What do? Well, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to tithe. Never cut tithing. Never, ever, 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 ever cut tithing. I might be able to make a case for you if you're in a really, really bad spot. Never cut tithing, but then maybe only store 5%. Do something. Go open up an account and put $20 into it. All right? Tithe. Open up a storage account and just put something in it. Then commit to put something in it every month. Even if it's $5. I'm telling you, there's just something about it. Deuteronomy 28, God commands the blessing upon your storehouses. Proverbs 3, 9, and 10. If you honor the Lord with your wealth and the first part of your income, He, God, will fill your storage places with plenty. But you've got to have one open, and you've got to be putting something there, and you have to be honoring the Lord with your wealth. You need to be tithing and giving as He directs. That will open. I know it's counterintuitive, but you have to operate by faith, not by sight. Right? Go implement that. Get these things active in your life. Then begin working towards getting everything under that 70% rule. Under the 70% mark. So if you can I teach in the book how to do a financial audit, or in the course how to do a financial audit. I am not the person who teaches you to cut and decrease things you don't need. I cut and decrease things you're not using. If you're truly wasting your gym membership, then cut it. But if you like working out and it's a part of your self-development, don't cut the gym membership. Don't. What I teach is to focus on increase. So you have two options, right? You can either spend less than you make, but I prefer to make more than you spend. So we focus on how can I increase from here? How can I increase? And again, just click the links below. Check out our programs if you haven't already. We teach you how to do all this stuff. I can't do it all in one video, but we teach you how to activate God's promise for financial increase, but then also help you come up with those ideas to actually go and make increase, to have an increase avenue in your life so new money can flow in. So what we're trying to do is get your life and your money to operate within the 10-10-10-70 rule. The misconception is people think once I'm rich and wealthy somehow, then I will implement this. It is not how it works. You have to implement it now from where you're at, and then everything falls into line. This is where your faith comes in. You have to prove you believe God's word by taking action. Oh, Trav, when I get this raise, then I'll tithe, store, and invest. No, you will not. You won't do it. I have counseled and helped too many people. It doesn't work like that. Okay? Don't fool yourself. You have to do this first in this order, and the rest falls into place. This is the magic money formula. Let's start working towards it. Again, if you need help with this, click the links below. Get in the course. Figure it out. Like, it's going to help you dial this thing in. Second, teach this to your kids. If they're 14, 15, 16, or even younger, teach this to them now. Because think about it. If they, from day one, let's say they get their first job when they're 16, they have no financial responsibilities. If they tithe from day one, all their money's going to be blessed, and their life will be blessed. The devourer will be rebuked off their lives. Malachi 3:11. You ever feel like your money gets devoured? Check Malachi 3:11. All right. Then second, they're storing 10%. Man, they're going to build that account fast. It's going to be fat and huge. And then they're investing. Can you imagine starting investing when you're 15 or 16? Man, the power of compound interest, your kids are going to be rich quick, and they're going to do big things for the kingdom. Get them doing this right now. Then the remaining 70, if they go get a loan for a car or one day a house or renting a place, whatever it is, if they just make sure it fits within that 70% and they've always got at least 30% buffer, they can't lose. Every financial difficulty you're in right now is because you didn't follow this rule. Every financial difficulty you're in is because you allowed your expenses to exceed 70% of your money. That's it. You just stacked your mortgage payment on top of car payments, on top of car loans, or on top of student loans, on top of credit cards, on top of furniture lease. You put your furniture on layaway or whatever they call it nowadays, and you just stacked your debt payments to where it ate up 80, 90, even 100% of your paycheck. That's why you're struggling. That's why you're stuck in the rat race. That's why you're stuck in your day job. That's why you have problems sleeping at night. And one little expense comes up, and your air conditioner breaks, and you're in a tight spot because you hadn't been storing up 10%. You haven't got on a vacation in 3 years because you haven't been storing anything up. You don't have anything to show for your investments, and you haven't built wealth because you haven't been investing 10% of your money. Like, everything would have been fixed had you started with this. So make sure your kids start with this. And if we've already messed up, that's okay. You're not even a bad steward. Don't even get down on yourself. Just focus and say, all right, Lord, help me get into this. I'm going to prove I want to be in this. I'm going to put my hand to this, and I'm going to start doing these things right now. And go take action on them. Commit to being a tither. Test God in it. Go open up a savings account and call it a storage account. Put something in it. And then invest. You don't know what to invest in? I've got courses and programs below you can invest in. That will help you. That's one way. Second is just do something simple. Go open a Roth IRA. Go do something simple like this, and let's just get the ball rolling. If your job has a 401k deal, start with that too. Got to get moving. As you move, more will be revealed to you. Your knowing will come in your going, all right, so to speak. I love you guys. I hope this has helped. Links below if you want to learn more. If you want to go deeper on this stuff, I can help you with that. If not, no big deal. But if you like this, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. I got tons of stuff like this coming out all the time. I want to help you win. I hope this helps you see your finances in a new light, in a new way. I want you guys to win. This is what has helped me win financially. This is a part of it. This mixed with faith is what has helped me get to where I'm at. And I want you to have what I have. I'll be honest with you. It's a great way to live. I want you to win financially. Take this, put it into practice, put it into action, make it your new way of living. Teach your kids, teach your grandkids the 10-10-10-70 rule. Love you guys. See you in the next one.